All right, this is 6170 Oberlin Road in Amherst. Customer's looking for a cleanup. His main focus is the perimeter of the property. He's got a lot of overgrowth that he wants maintained. So we're definitely going to have to bring in a brush mower. This area here is going to be the first one. I'm going to guess that there's poison ivy. There's poison ivy in here, so be careful. Make sure we're fully covered. Any of these dead branches, we're going to completely clear out. Any of these larger trees we can keep, but these weeds and this stuff here, we're going to cut back as best as possible. We can mow what we can down, but the trees we're not removing. This is the customer's property, so we're not going to touch any of this. If anything, we'll just string trim anything overlaying in this path here. But this we can just clear out as best as possible. The other area is going to be starting over here. He kept saying he just wants to make his property look pretty. He doesn't like overgrowth. So I'm gonna just make assumptions on what that means. Here is probably where we will bring in the brush mower portion. Again, we're not going to be taking any trees out. We have to be careful on where the property line is, but there's a large tree here, so anything past that I wouldn't take down. So this portion here and down, we're going to remove as best as possible, cut it back so it's not impeding on where they're mowing and walking. This can get taken out, cut this all back. We do have more poison ivy. This can get mowed down. Any branches, sticks, debris we'll take out. The big trees obviously just go around it. So this area we're going to clean out. These sticks we'll take out. And then as best as we can behind these logs, we're just going to cut any branches back. Trim these little things down to the ground. Any sticks, debris we'll take out. This can all get cut back. Obviously we can't get back there with a machine, so we'll just string trim what we can to the ground. Same with here, we'll string trim this. If we can cut the pokeberries down, those are very poisonous, so just be careful. The leaves in the turf we are not worried about. We'll string trim around the shed here too. And then he said he wants this area completely cleared up to this tree. So we'll mow down what we can from here. This tree is going to stay. If we can just cut back the ivy, all this can get cut back. The debris and these smaller things can get cut down. And then up to this tree here is where we'll stop. This, he isn't sure if that's his property line or not, so we're going to leave this. Again, there's probably a ton of poison ivy in here, so be very careful. So between this tree and this tree, we're going to cut up to this tree, but no further than this tree. So hopefully that makes sense. Kind of like, now you figure it out. We'll blow all this out. We're going to remove the debris, clean it up as best as we can. And then starting probably here. I'm not sure. There's a house here. I'm not sure where the property line ends. I think I just ate a bug. Anyways. Any of these dead branches, if we can get these back, clean this area up a bit. Again, we can probably take the brush mower through this and just do like a pass. He wants anything dead removed. So low hanging branches we'll clean out. We'll do a pass through here. These low hanging dead branches we'll remove and clean up. This thing we'll take out. This branch we'll take out. Again, we're gonna do a mow through here. See if we can do another pass or two through here. We'll clean all this up, cut it back, and then it's gonna continue over. This guy we can cut down to the ground, get these branches back as best as possible. We'll continue to use the brush mower through here. Clean this all up. These branches and debris can go with us, including that. We'll take this branch out because it's just dead. We'll take this branch and that branch, and then we can also cut this away. Yeah, up to this point then, and then here too. This can all get cleaned up. I think this is a neighboring, yeah. Holy bugs. So this too, this is the property line, I'm assuming, so anything from this point over we can clean out. Brush mow this or cut this back as best as possible. We can take these low-hanging branches away. This can all get cleared out. If we can cut this tiny little spindly thing out. And then we'll cut all this back. This low-hanging branch we'll cut back. We can cut this guy back too. And then if we can just string trim along these trees, clean it up. And that's it.